Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. Uneducated Network presents Uneducated Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. And today we are talking baseball news. We got a little bit of Floyd Mayweather versus Connor McGregor, and my favorite part of this episode, we're going to talk about my New Orleans Saints. This is like day, I believe, 10 of a 32 for 32, which is 32 NFL teams in 32 days, and it features the New Orleans Saints, my team. So before we get into that, let's talk a little bit of the fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. That will be on August 26th. Everyone is waiting for it, but keep that in mind. Today we just filmed our Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather preview, and it was awesome. It was wonderful. I cannot wait for you guys to check it out in a few days. I will let you guys know when it's coming out. So check on my Twitter in a couple days. I'll post it on Twitter and I'll let you guys know. On there you'll see it posted up on Uneducated Sports Talk. So part of the Uneducated Network, obviously. But it was a blast. I want to thank all the guys who joined us in the conversation. I want to thank my brother for filming. I want to thank, like I said, the guys being there. We had a great time, great talk, and check that out. Highly suggest you check that out because there's a lot of good stuff going on about that fight. A lot of stuff you might not know about. So with that being said, let's get into the fight. Just today they came down with the ruling. They just changed from 10-ounce gloves to 8-ounce gloves. Now, a lot of people in the MMA world, or Conor McGregor fans, will say that. They're saying that might be the difference. Smaller gloves equal harder hits. Now, I believe Floyd Mayweather is basically teasing everyone. Yes, I have Floyd winning the fight. Yes, I think it would be a lot easier. Well, it would be very easy. A lot of people think it's a joke. I don't think it's really a joke fight, but I think that Floyd will basically take advantage of it. But with the 8-ounce changing, it's almost like he's giving hope. And that's what it's all about, marketing. It's all about promotion. And Floyd is giving hope to the people who don't think Conor can win. Now there's another wrinkle in the Conor McGregor cap. Well, now you bring the 10-ounce gloves to 8-ounce gloves. So now the hits are harder. We all know that Conor is the bigger, stronger guy. We all know that. So maybe a hit or two will probably drop. Now, I will say this. There's only been a few guys that Floyd has fought in his prime. But man, like the Canelo, when he fought Canelo, and Canelo's still in his prime, that was probably the best fight I've seen for Floyd Mayweather in my time watching Floyd. And I think he put on a performance of a lifetime against Canelo. And Canelo's a big, strong guy. Now, Canelo gave him problems, just a little bit of problems, but, just because of his strength. But I think McGregor isn't as big as Canelo is. But I don't know, man. We're going to find out. The 8-ounce gloves, it doesn't make a big difference to me, in my opinion, because now that just means that Floyd Mayweather is a little lighter with his hands. And his defense is already the best defense we all know about. So I'm very excited for this matchup. I am. Even though I know the outcome is going to be, I still want to see it, though. And I'm just a sucker for that kind of stuff, I guess. A big sucker, man. So the 8-ounce gloves, it benefits Conor fans. I don't know if it actually benefits Conor McGregor himself. But fans think that, it's all about the money. So now you get that average fan who was like, but then you say, well, they take off 10 ounces and go to 8 ounces. Well, I might want to check that out now. Now it's 2 ounces smaller. The hits, you feel them a little more because the gloves are smaller. So now you're saying, well, okay, maybe there is an actual chance. There's a chance. So guys that weren't really watching now, they keep giving you reasons to watch it. We all know boxing fans are going to watch it because they want to defend their boy Mayweather. We all know MMA fans are going to watch it because they're hoping that Conor McGregor wins. And you got guys like me who just love it because it's a great spectacle, and I have respect for both guys. So now you get that guy who's outside the box. You want to give him every reason why you can squeeze a couple more $100,000 in there. Well, now you say 10-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves, and now those guys who are like, not watching it. Floyd's just destroying them. Now you give them another reason why to have them tune in to watch. Conor McGregor, not saying that I think his best chance is a knockout. He's not going the distance against Floyd Mayweather and winning. I can tell you that right now. His best chance is an early knockout, mid-round knockout. That is it. But we'll talk a little more about that. But be ready for the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor special that we have on Uneducated Sports Talk coming out in a couple of days, man. It's being edited as we speak, and I cannot wait to drop it on you guys, man. So let's move on to a little baseball. We know that Aaron Judge has had a spectacular first half to his rookie season for the New York Yankees, the outfielder. But now after the All-Star break, he has gone on a drastic slide. It's been one of the worst slides in baseball history. I mean, it's not that bad, but the man is hitting 185 after the All-Star break, and that is very disturbing kind of news. He did get a home run today in this game, but he also broke the record for consecutive strikeouts, consecutive days or games being struck out. He broke Adam Dunn's record by a position player. 33 straight games with a strikeout. That is the record by a position player. Like I said, he beat Adam Dunn, who had 32 straight. But he did hit a home run in this game. And he had an extra base. So basically his first extra base hit game. Well, his first two hit game since in 24 days, something like that. It's been a long time. He's had a serious drought. And I've seen guys go through droughts like this. Maybe not as bad as Aaron Judge. Not as bad, but I'll tell you this though, he seemed very humble into breaking the record. It didn't really bother him. He wasn't fathoming. He was like, I was told yesterday that I tied the record, and now I'm being told I lost. I broke the record. So I mean, what can he say? It's not much to say. It's just that it's gotta get better. But I understand where he's coming from. You keep hacking, you keep swinging. These days, you either get struck out or you're hitting home runs these days. And he's the type of guy, and if you're a general manager or you're management, you're not worried about him because you know he has the power. You know that. You know he has the power, and you just don't hit 330, hit 185, and then all of a sudden now you're just a horrible player. No. He's going to get back into a groove, whether it be towards the end of the season or if they make the playoffs, you never know. But I do see him come back into the groove, getting this thing on. But he did break the record. It's not a good record to break. But it doesn't really matter because that record was meant to be broken because it's baseball. It's a failure sport. Aaron Judge, 33 straight games with a strikeout, but it's not going to bother him. The most strikeouts per game is 35 by some pitcher for the Montreal Expos. I don't even know his name. But that's by a pitcher. You know that from pitchers, but from a positional player, 33 in a row is what it is. You feel bad for Aaron Judge, but I don't because he doesn't feel bad for himself. That's why I'm not feeling bad for him. He knows what he's got to do to keep grinding, keep hustling. He knows it's baseball. Like I said, baseball is a failure sport. The best guys in the game hit the ball 3 out of 10 times. So, shout out to you, Aaron Judge. I know you broke the record, man, but you're going to get back there and keep swinging and keep hacking. That's what he's always going to do. I have special news. Before we get into our 32 for 32, special news. Starting August 30th, which is a Wednesday. Be ready. I am coming out with my fantasy football special. Like I said, I will have it every Wednesday before the Thursday night game of the season. But August 30th, we will break down everything you want and you need to know about fantasy football for this season coming up. Be on the lookout. I'm going to have a different guest or just whether it be me, 1, 2 extra people, 3 extra people, it doesn't matter. Every Wednesday, somehow, somewhere, we will have this fantasy football talk. The first episode is going to run about 40 minutes because we're breaking everything down before the season starts. And then the next episode will be September 6th before the Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs play. And we'll talk about that week, who you need to get. So we'll basically be the last word or the last outlet to your fantasy football knowledge or that kind of thing. So please check us out starting August 30th. I'm letting you guys know. Check that out. Fantasy football is going down. Yes, I'm not a guru, but I do know what I'm talking about. So I will have me and a few other guests every single week before the football season. I cannot wait to get that started, y'all. So this is, I want to say part 10. I don't know. I'm going to stop saying the parts now. Look, this is 32 for 32. We are talking to New Orleans Saints. That's why I got the gear on, the hat, the jersey, my Marcus Colston. Let's go. Here we go. 7-9, 3 years straight in a row. Now, you can always say, well, man, they got the best offense. And they always do. Drew Brees is going down as probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Mixed Tom Brady in there as well, Peyton Manning in there. Drew Brees is in that conversation. I always say he is pound for pound the best quarterback in the game. If he was 6'5", he'd be the best. My man's barely 5'11". So here we go. 7-9, 3 years straight in a row, and the NFC South is only getting better. They've represented the NFC the last 2 years in the playoff, the Super Bowl, and now they have a rising Tampa Bay team and a New Orleans team who could beat anybody, anywhere. They are the team that can go ahead and beat the Seattle Seahawks, and the next week lose by a block kick by the Denver Broncos. So they're that team. But like I said, 7-9, 3 years in a row. That means that they are very inconsistent. They will win 4 in a row. They will lose 4 in a row. They will win 2 in a row. They will lose 4 in a row. That's that kind of team. Head coach Sean Payton has to change his identity. Here's my thing. You're a great passing team. Great passing team. When you know you have a sorry defense behind you, the best thing to do is eat up clock. So that means you go ahead and you focus more on the run game. And it's always easy when you have Drew Brees behind you at quarterback to say just pass. But the last 3 years it has shown that you can have a great quarterback, you can have a great offense, but you gotta have a semi-decent defense to go anywhere or sniff anywhere in the playoffs. The Saints the last 3 years have not had that defense. They've been very horrid, very horrible. I might add, you give away Brandon Cooks, you get a third-round pick from the New England Patriots. Yes, you bring Brandon Cooks to the Patriots. Why? I have no idea. I don't know if Bill Belichick and Sean Payton are friends or not, but we seem to do a lot of deals with the Patriots. I don't like that. Anyways, but you want to focus on defense. That is the main focus of this whole entire Saints 3-4 years now. They need to focus on defense. You cannot have the best stats on offense, be ranked number 1 or number 2 every single year, but you're ranked 31st or 32nd in defense. You know that gives you 7-9 every single year. You can have the good in offense, but when you have that bad, you're very good in offense, but then you're very bad on defense. You know what that means? If you're that good on offense, and you're that bad on defense, it's going to get you right there, right in the middle. And the Saints have been right there for the last 3 seasons. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So here we go. They got to go to the draft, right? So you get rid of Brandon Cooks and you get a pick from the Patriots. That's fine, whatever. Marshawn Lattimore, with all the craziness going on in the draft and guys going down and guys going up to get quarterbacks, that right there messed a lot of what people were thinking. A shutdown cornerback like Marshawn Lattimore, who was projected at number 5, he dropped to number 11, and the Saints snatched him up, and it was a much needed position at cornerback. He was probably pound for pound is the best cornerback in this draft. He has the size, he can stop the run, and he can shut one person down every single time he's on the field. So the Saints got very fortunate and lucky to get Marshawn Lattimore, number 11, cornerback from Ohio State. Then in that same round, last pick, Ryan Ramczyk, they get guard from Wisconsin. He's probably the second best guard in the draft, and that was a great pick because it has so many issues on the O-line. But here we go. You want that running game to go good? You draft big guys from Wisconsin. I always say that. You want big boys, you go to Wisconsin because those fat boys know how to block out there in Wisconsin. I don't know if they're eating straight up potatoes and just corn on the cob all day, but they are big, healthy guys in Wisconsin who love to block. And I like that. I like that pick because you just never know what you're going to get with these tackles right now. With Terron Armstead being hurt every single year, it seems like it. You got to have a backup. He was a great pick in my opinion. They could have went somewhere else, but I think that was a specific need they need to handle up because, like I said, you have a bad defense. What you do is you call time of possession. You run the freaking ball. You run it. They also got a ball hawking safety and Marcus Williams from Utah in the second round. I think it was picked 42 overall. I seen his highlights, seen his tape, I seen his work ethic in practice. Nothing but glowing reviews about him right now. I saw the game, the first preseason game. He looked very well, very good. So his mindset is right there. I like that. He knows what to do, where to go. That's the first part. It's like 25% physical in the NFL, but it's 75% mental, man. It's all mental, which is crazy. You think the average person would think football was just snap the ball, run a couple plays, and do this. And no. It's a lot of mental stuff going on, and guys have to be prepared. And I think Marcus Williams is coming into this league very prepared. And then in the third round, they get Alvin Kamara, the shifty running back from Tennessee. I love that because their success years in 2011 and then even in 13, they had a Darren Sproles aspect. They had that guy who they could check the ball down. Now, by all means, Alvin Kamara is not Darren Sproles, but he can be Darren Sproles-like. Darren Sproles is a different animal. He's in his early 30s, still making guys miss to this day. Alvin Kamara, he showed in the first preseason game he can be a all three down back. He can run up the gut. He can run to the outside. He can catch the ball on pass plays, and he is very dynamic. So I think they needed that. They could have went other aspects as in the D end or linebacker, but they went and they chose Alvin Kamara, and that's going to make their offense that much more better. But that's what I mean though. You get someone to keep the chains rolling. Without Darren Sproles, those 34s and 33s were hard for Drew Brees to get first downs with because you knew he was going to receiver. Mark Ingram, he's a do-it-all kind of back, but for some reason when you really wanted something from Mark Ingram, he didn't deliver it to you, in my opinion. And then they also get in the fourth round, they get Alex Anzalone from Florida, the linebacker. He stayed hurt all the time. He was always hurt, and we didn't know his full potential, but when healthy, he's a dog. He's a dog. I really hope he can stay healthy. He looked good in the first preseason game, so we'll check him out throughout the season. Look, the Saints, they have not the benefit of playing in the NFC South. Like I always say, the NFC South and the AFC West, I think, are the two toughest divisions in football right now, to be honest with you. You never know who can come out of the NFC South when your worst team is the New Orleans Saints. If you're in the NFC South, and that Saints team can beat anybody. And in the AFC West, if your worst team is the Chargers, that Chargers team can beat anybody, or at least hanging with any team. No one wants to go in there and just want to play the Saints. Nobody really wants to play the Chargers, but that is another division as well. I had the NFC South being another tough division, and as a Saints fan, it is hard for me to say this. Let me just make sure I get the right record before, because you guys are going to hear me on screen. This is me being real. I had the Saints once again until they could show me that defense will show up, because they had the worst luck, and we just heard news about them firing the team doctor because he had a bad diagnosis on Delvin Breaux's leg. Delvin Breaux actually has a broken fibula, I believe, something like that, broken leg. It's not sprained, it's actually broke. So that's a blow to the Saints already, Delvin Breaux being out. And then we have a couple guys, Marshawn Lattimore, who didn't play the first preseason game, precautionary reason, just because they got a little dinged up and they want to keep them up. But my thing is, if the defense doesn't come up, and I believe the defense will not show up again this year, I gotta go with a fourth straight year. The New Orleans Saints will be 7-9. And it hurts for me to say that because my fan in me is saying that we're going 12-4, winning the division, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl. But I gotta take that and put this cap on, this uneducated sports talk cap on, and say the Saints go 7-9. They won't make the playoffs again. Drew Brees will have another remarkable year, another 5,000 yards. It depends on how it goes. The first 3 or 4 games will always say where the Saints are. Each of the last 3 years, they start off either 0-2 or 0-3. They looked horrible. They have to start with a win. They play the first Monday Night Football game, which is going to be in Minnesota, New Orleans and Minnesota, on September 11th. And I'll be going to the Patriots game September 17th. I will be out there representing for the first home game. I'll be there. I hope we beat the snot out of New England. Here's to hoping. But I'm so excited, man, for that. And I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe. Do you guys think that Conor McGregor has a chance with the gloves being moved from 10-ounce to 8-ounce gloves? Let me know your thoughts about that. Aaron Judge slipping. Let me know how you feel about him getting a record for most strikeouts, most consecutive games with a strikeout by a positional player. And let me know if you're a New Orleans Saints fan like I am. Tell me, man, hey, how are we gonna do it? I say 7-9, man. Let me know. Do you guys think worse? Think how I feel? Or do you guys think that we actually have a chance to make it to the playoffs, man? You never know. It is the NFL. One team can look bad one year and they can look really, really good next year, man. So check me out on Facebook. My name is Carlos Clayton. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana. If that helps, check me out on Twitter at Carlos Clayton _. I repeat, at Carlos Clayton _. And I think next episode we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. So all Eagles fans, be ready. We are talking about you next episode and what you guys can do to get better in your division. Because I always talk about the NFC South and AFC West, but that NFC East is a very good division as well. So Uneducated Network presents Uneducated Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. And as always, sports fans, stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.